This is Henle Latin Year 1, page 54, exercise 59. Number 1, Estis lux mundi. This is the plural, second person plural. Y'all are the light of the world. This is a predicate nominative. Number 2, propter salutem hominum Christus erat in mundo. On account of the salvation of men, Christ was in the world. Number 3, Christus lucem et legem et salutem et veritatem hominibus dedit. Christ gave a whole bunch of direct objects. Light and the law and salvation and truth, plural dative, to men. Number 4, Caesar imperator Romanorum cum militibus in Gallia erat. Caesar, here's an appositive. Caesar, the emperor of the Romans, with soldiers in Gaul was. So Caesar, the emperor of the Romans, was in Gaul with soldiers. Number 5, Christus est salus mundi. Christ is the salvation of the world. This is another predicate nominative. Christ is salvation. Salvation is Christ. They're equal to each other, so they're both in the nominative. Number 6, servi nomen regis laudant. Slaves or servants praise the direct object. It's a neuter, third declension neuter noun, so the accusative is the same as the nominative. This is acting as the direct object here. How do you know that servi is the subject and not nomen? You can look at the verb. It's plural. They praise. Nomen is singular. It doesn't agree with the verb, so it can't be the subject. So we know that servi is the subject. Servants praise the name in the genitive of the king. Number 7, admen hostium in montibus erat. The column of the enemy was in the mountains. That's plural, in the mountains. Number 8, propter caedem principum non erat pax. On account of the slaughter of the principal leading citizen, there was not peace. There's an expletive. There was not peace. Number 9, propter vulnera milites in itinere non erat. On account of wounds, the soldiers were not on a journey. Number 10, Deus pater hominum virtutem laudat, sed bella et caedem non laudat. God, here's another positive, the Father of men, praises virtue, but does not praise wars and slaughter. Get down, Helen. Number 11, Dux voces servorum et clamorem militum audivet. The leader heard the voices of the servants and the shout of the soldiers. Double direct object here. Leader, it's a subject, a verb. So the first direct object is voces, in the plural accusative, of the servants. And here's another direct object in the singular accusative, clamorem, and then genitive, militum. Number 12. Post bellum corpora erant in colibus et in fluminibus et imperator clamorem matrum audivet. After the war, the bodies were on the hills and in the rivers. Or you could say after the war, there were bodies in the hills and on the hills and in the rivers. And the general heard the shouts of mothers, the crying of the mothers. Get down, Helen. Listen to me. Number 13, Christiani fratres Christi et milites Christi sunt. Christians are the brothers of Christ and the soldiers of Christ. There's another predicate nominative. Christians are brothers. Christians are soldiers. double predicate nominative. Number 14. Romani partem principum Gallorum occiderunt. The Romans killed part of the leading citizens of the Gauls. Okay. It's not actually specified whether it's the Romans killed part of the Gauls of the leading citizens. That doesn't make sense. So the Romans killed part of the leading citizens of the Gauls. 15. Gentes et populi Galliae imperium Romanorum non larant. The tribes and people of Gaul do not praise the empire of the Romans.